Over time, individuals who consistently use alcohol can develop tolerance to its effects. This means that with repeated use, they have a reduced response to alcohol, and therefore an increased dose is needed to achieve the original response. At a cellular level, there are a couple theories that explain why this might happen. One is that repeated exposure to ethanol might cause GABA, glutamate, dopamine, and serotonin receptors to become less sensitive to alcohol. Another is that neurons might remove these receptors from the cell wall in a process called downregulation, leaving fewer receptors available for binding. In either scenario, tolerance leads to the need for higher and higher doses of alcohol, and oftentimes that tolerance stays for a long time even after decreasing alcohol use. Now, let's say you're at rest, without alcohol or anything stimulating your reward pathway. In this situation, your brain keeps your heart rate, blood pressure, and wakefulness in a normal state, called homeostasis. Now let's say that your secret crush sends you a text. All of a sudden you might feel sweaty and flushed, and your heart rate might jump a bit. You're now above your normal level of homeostasis, because something's changed, right? But it doesn't stay that way for long, and after the text, your brain brings things back down to its baseline. With repeated alcohol use, a few things start to happen. Let's say you drink at a specific time and setting, like 5 p.m. in the kitchen. And being a depressant, it makes everything go slower, including heart rate, blood pressure, and wakefulness. Your brain, being the smart brain that it is, will pick up on that pattern for next time. Now, next time at 5 p.m. in the kitchen, the brain preemptively increases functioning, since it knows that when you drink the alcohol, everything's going to decrease. Now let's say 5 p.m. in the kitchen rolls around, but there's no alcohol. In that situation, the brain still increases heart rate and blood pressure, but the changes aren't countered with the effects of the alcohol, and so the person can feel awful, and these are called withdrawal symptoms. These symptoms can persist to the point where a person might need alcohol just to feel normal. And if that's the case, they're considered to be dependent on alcohol.
Does someone you love suffer from drug addiction? Accidental drug overdoses are the #1 cause of unnatural deaths. Don't wait until it's too late. Call our 24/7 helpline at 1-800-648-6734. A caring addiction specialist is awaiting your call.